guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I'm Lou and this is Lulu's Hair and Beauty Lounge, and I'm going to be showing you a full-length tutorial hair and makeup if you would love to create this nice, sleek, professional look. I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. I can't wait for you girls to try this out. So here I am, no makeup. I've washed my face, I've cleansed my skin, I've used my serums. I always double up on serums. I have a Dermaquest clear serum for my spots, and I also have the advanced B5 hydrating serum for my moisture. I apply on top of that the essential daily moisturiser, and that really works for me and my skin. It keeps me quite clear, although I'm having a bit of a breakout at the moment, but I think it's just because I've been eating a bit of chocolate, being quite bad in the lockdown at the moment. All the products that I am using currently are mainly from Boots in Biggleswade at the retail park. So my NYX crayon, brow crayon, is shade Espresso, and I'm going to show you how I do my brows. So I always start in the middle of the brow and I draw a thick line. So to get the tail of my brow, I always go from the lower lash line, and if you follow that line out and upwards, it will kind of show you where your tail is going to stop. This is the quickest and simplest way to do it, but generally if you elongate the tails, it will give you a much nicer shape of brow. And I'm going to draw my line into more the middle. Just draw that line in there so it's enhanced. I'm going to take my brows a little bit more darker than I normally would for an everyday look, because I really want this to look like I've really made an effort. And then what I'm doing is just brushing up through the front of the brow to add colour in there. And what I love about this is on the end it's actually got a little brush, so I can actually just brush through that front bit. I'm not going to brush through the ends, just through the front, because just to soften it a little bit and create that line that I've done underneath, just to soften that too. But I actually like the line, I think it looks really nice, and it kind of gives you that natural ombre look. So once you have got your brows how you want them, I've done one quite dark, but when I finish my makeup I know that I'll love it. So you're going to take your concealer. The one I'm using today is Mega Conceal by Makeup Obsession. This has been working well for me. It's a really thick pad, so it is better for the face than it is your actual eyebrow cutting out. So I always just one streak of that because my concealer is actually quite thick. I actually like to spray my beauty sponge with my rose water, and it just makes it a little bit softer to work with, and then you're just gonna blend that in over the eye. So I get a nice rounded brush and apply that on, and I'm just going to set the concealer that I've placed all over my eye. So with the Charlotte Tilbury range, it's so cool, and the great thing about this is there's the 3 different shades already there. So you always start with your light shade, your medium shade, and then your darkest shade. And my one is Desk Eye, which I thought was perfect for what look we're creating today. So, and you'll see when it goes onto my skin the sort of colour I'm going to get. It's almost a little bit orangey actually. And I start from the outer edge of the eye and work in. And I remember I just take that up into that corner as well. And you want to keep working that. Make sure you really get out into your edges up to the tail of your brow, and that will elongate your eye out as well. And it's always an area that can be quite missed, but it really makes such a difference. Okay, so once you've got that, I'm going to go in with the deeper shade of brown, the darkest shade that they've got. So start from the outer edge of your eye and through the crease. Light concealer, and I just pop a little bit on the back of my hand. So I'm going to use my finger to do this. I'm just going to dab my finger in it lightly. You don't want loads caked on, just a little bit. And I'm going to dab it onto my eyelid. So now I've done that, I'm going to go with the lightest shade of Desk Eye, which is like a shimmery pale colour, and I'm going to pat that over the top of that concealer that I've just put there. I'm going to use my eyeliner. Today I'm going to use the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. And I draw a line from the lower lash line out to my tail. So you can see I've got my shape, and then I'm going to come back in. Do you remember I told you that these eyeliners are the best? You can create the most perfect eyeliner. And the reason you can do that is because the tip is so fine and it just goes on lovely. So once I've done that, I'm going to apply my eyelash curlers. I'm going to curl these lashes right up. I've curled my eyelashes, and now I'm just going to apply my mascara. I always go over with the mascara twice because I feel like it just gives it a little bit more oomph, and I am applying it to my lower lashes too. That's the eyes pretty much done. I'm gonna pop a little bit of eyeliner, just black eyeliner, not actually in my wet line but just between the lashes, because I quite like that. This is not hard to do, like you literally just really lightly run your eyeliner through there. So make sure you remove any makeup that you might have under the eyes now, because you're going to do your skin, and this is the fun part. This is where it all starts coming together. So just lightly get your brush and dust under your eyes to remove that. I always go in with my stippler brush, and I just apply a few pumps of my foundation onto there. So this one's quite a bit darker. Oh, I actually really like it. You need dark foundation, guys, because it's just not gonna, it's just gonna make you look like a geisha doll, which is what I looked like the other day. Obviously you can sort it out, but it's not always as easy as you think. I'm actually using the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour Full Coverage Foundation. I've never used this one before, so I thought I'd give it a go. I got it from Asda's, can you believe? I've got the main part of it on with my stippler brush. I'm going to go back in with my blending sponge and make sure it's all blended out. Make sure you do run that down the neck as well. So the next step for your skin, you are going to start concealing. So again, I'm going to use the big concealer, the Makeup Obsession one that I use from Boots, and I'm going to apply that under the eyes. I always apply mine like a triangle really, right under the eye, and then the other side. I come right down the side of my nose, and I do that because I really like to contour my nose, and then I go on top of the nose and onto the forehead. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to come down the chin and just up, because I've got quite a few, I get spots around these areas, so that's where I really like. Then I'm going to get my beauty brush. Always try and keep these wet, because if you don't, it will feel a little bit like you're not getting anywhere with the blending. And when you're blending, you just push in. you don't start spreading it around the whole face, otherwise you're really going to lose where you actually want it to go. This is a great chance to really perfect this area here where we've done our eyeshadow. Look how clean that looks now, so much better. And keep dabbing that in, and eventually it will start to blend through. So we're going to do the same with the other side. I feel like I'm doing a makeup workout video. I do always use my Nivea. At the moment I'm using the cherry flavour. Oh, it's lovely, and I do love it. And I just apply that on. I always do my lipstick last, but it just really freshens your lips, especially if you're getting dry lips or anything like that, so it's really good for that. I'm going to pop my baking powder on. So the one I'm going to use today is the Pure Bake in shade Lace. This is from Makeup Obsession, so it actually works with my concealer. I use my blender brush just to do my baking. Generally you get sort of 3 different shades. A kind of pinkish shade, warm undertone, which would be like, a lot of them are called banana, and also your translucent, which is really nice, especially if your skin tone's okay and you don't need too much colour. I'm actually gonna blend here straight away because I like to see if my oiliness starts coming through quite quick, and that way I can actually add more if I need to. But under the eyes I am going to let it sit for a little while. You are now baking your skin. So I'm going to leave that and go straight onto my bronzer. I'm going to use the matte bronzer from NYX in shade Deep Tan. A lot of nice contours you can use. You can even go for a cream contour, but I will show you that because I do actually use cream contours sometimes. But today I'm just going to stick with the powders. So contouring, you're coming from the top of the ear and you're heading down to the corner of the mouth, but you're not going to go that far. You're literally going to come to this point here. If you start going further down, you're going to start looking like you've got some weird gels going on, or you're just going to make them look worse. Really, you want to keep that area as airy and as fresh as possible, and that will keep your youth. And then I always put a little bit under my chin and neck. It's not too bad today because I actually fake tan, so I've got a bit of colour going on. You always do want to make sure that, especially if you've got your chest out, that it all blends in nicely, otherwise it will look a little bit weird. And I'm going to take my little brush, my eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to come down and get a bit of colour down my nose, right from the top of the eye, and then join that up and come down. Now that's obviously a little bit too much, but with my brush I'm going to blend it, my bigger brush, what I used to contour originally, I'm going to blend that. Now I'm going to blend out under my eyes, get rid of that baking powder, which is perfect. In actual fact, my baking powder is probably a bit light for my skin. I think next time I'd try banana. I have had it before, but I like trying everything. There we go. And we need to apply a little bit of blush just in the dots of our cheeks, in the middle of our cheeks. And again, this will add colour, and it always just finishes your makeup up so nice. Sadly, I've literally broke my... Lastly, I'm going to go back to my Charlotte Tilbury palette and use my tiny brush. I always have one of these, they last forever, and I'm just going to apply that between the lashes at the lower lash line. I always use the darkest shade that I've used in the crease of my eye, and look the difference, I just think it looks so nice. So last but not least, we're going to do our lipstick. The MAC lip liners are wonderful, I love them. So guys, I am gonna take my clips out, makeup's done. I've already washed and straightened my hair, ready for the hairstyle that I can't wait to show you guys. A little trick that I've picked up from Colourwell. Chris Appleton, who's literally blown Colourwell up, is the products that we use that I love, is what I use for my hair. All the products that we have in Lulu's is exactly what I use on my skin, my hair. I cannot rate them enough. But I'm going to show you a hairstyle inspired by Chris Appleton, what he uses on the Kardashians, J-Lo, all of those, and I'm going to let you straight into it today. First of all, what you want to do, just give your hair a brush. I'm going to use my extension rose gold brush again. Now I'm going to take a couple of sections out at the front. I want to try and leave a bit of a parting in there because I love that parting look at the front. So I'm just going to tie this in the crown area of my head, quite tight, and that will keep everything in place. Pull it tight, make sure that you're happy with how it's going. I'm really happy with that. So this is where the easy magic starts. You're going to get yourself a finer headband and take your hair tie. You want to leave about a few inches up from the first ponytail, and what you're going to do is put this tie. You do have to be careful because it will want to slip down, but once you get it tight, it will be fine. Oh my god, look, this ponytail is going to be banging. You're probably getting the gist of the idea right now. So underneath your hair tie, you want to take a nice piece of your hair and you're just going to wrap that round this ponytail at the moment, and then I'm going to slide my grip down, and I'm also going to get another grip and I'm going to slide the other one the other way up so my little bit that I've wrapped around doesn't come out. And then if you do need to straighten any other areas of this ponytail, you can go for it now. It is secure, it's not going to come out. You can also backcomb any areas, like maybe just to give it a little bit more underneath, always go from underneath, give it a little bit more flexibility. But I just love that, I think it looks so cool. Brought the camera slightly closer so you can actually see my makeup as well. So no lashes, just a nice strong liner. I've done the Desk Eye eyeshadow from Charlotte Tilbury. I've done my Chris Appleton inspired hair bubble. Nice and easy, nice and quick, and I am ready for my special meeting or day at the office, whatever I need to do. I feel good. There you have it. So if you stayed to the end, thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed my channel today and you want to see more, please make sure that you like, subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. So take care and stay tuned.